Welcome to Mark's Moments Video Library. These videos are intended for the exclusive use of our agents here at Realty Executives, Arizona Territory. The videos are designed to be a brief overview of frequently asked questions and topics from our agents. If you are in need of a more in-depth discussion on any of the topics in our video library, please call one of our members of our management team. The information on these videos is intended to be used as a guide, not a substitute for legal advice. Thank you.
I'd like to talk about the Additional Clause Addendum today briefly, just to let you know what it is. And it's an AAR document, Arizona Association of Realtors, and it's got some fantastic clauses in it that you want to make sure that you're aware of. Every once in a while, I'll see a contract on page 8. It'll say this is a backup offer, and that whoever wrote that offer has taken away 3 very valuable protections for the buyer. One, that if you use the Additional Clause Addendum backup offer verbiage, it states that the timeframes do not begin until and unless that backup offer assumes first position. Earnest money doesn't get deposited until it assumes that first position. And thirdly, that the buyer may unilaterally cancel any time prior to a backup offer being accepted in first position. So there's no downside to a buyer having a backup offer in. So it also doesn't hurt the seller. So if, given the inventory that we have recently, it's not a bad option to use. So again, it doesn't hurt anybody. But there are other really great clauses in this Additional Clause Addendum. The signature of the absent spouse or co-buyer. Maybe you've got one spouse that's available and one that isn't, but at least you can get the contract going. If it's a corporate reload, if there's non-refundable earnest money, if there's a waiver of an appraisal or appraisal shortfall, which has been recently added, stating that in the event that the appraisal comes in lower than the sales price, the contract price, that the buyer agrees to pay up to X amount of dollars between the contract price and the appraised value. They've got an all cash sale appraisal contingency, which, given the climate we have, might not be a bad idea for buyers to use. Don't know if the seller will accept it, but that's a discussion you want to have with the buyer. It addresses whether there's survey needed, if it's a 1031 tax deferred exchange, and lastly, if there is a water issue of any sort. That one doesn't generally come up, but the other clauses do come up frequently. So I would really urge you to print out a copy of the Additional Clause Addendum. It's part of one of the AAR documents. Take a look at it, see what it has to offer, and see if it's something you should keep